feel good. We'll give it one more minute. Today we having conversation about what it's like to be dating in 2023 for an 18-year-old male. And we gonna see if these people are raising their children to be any differently than they were, or are you still doing the same thing that your youngest child is doing when it comes to like dating? Like, have you grown relationship wise? Are you teaching your children how to carry themselves when they start dating? So I am Phaedra, and this is my son Jay. He's 18 and he has started dating, and I just wanted to get people's feedback on, like, are y'all teaching y'all children how to date? Are y'all teaching y'all young men and women how to carry themselves? Or are y'all doing like people did me and said, you better stay away from those boys, and they weren't really teaching us much or nothing? So if you missed the live, any of my lives, I'm going to start trying to upload them on my YouTube video at Chit Chat Faye Boogie on YouTube. But I'm probably going to end up changing the name of it. But anyway, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. But we're going to get some feedback on how are these young ladies with dating now. Like, are you guys teaching your children how to date? So I be teaching my son, like, it's okay to have female friends. You know what I'm saying? You don't lie to people. Because it is true. If somebody like you enough, they'll lie to themselves. But at what point do you have to start lying? Because a lot of these young girls, they cannot accept, like, being honest.
Even when you're being honest, or say if you want to set the precedent that you just want to be friends with a female, if you give them enough attention, they usually go with the, oh, we're talking, we're dating type. And you got to be careful of that, because as soon as they put that ideal in their mind, they're already dating you. Like,
even if you ain't even took them on a date.
Yeah, even if I haven't asked you to be my girlfriend, they'll already assume that. So making new friends, especially female friends, is kind of hard without it crashing and burning, because we both don't have the same idea of what's going on. Even though I've said that precedent the first time we met, like, you're cool. You know. What's that, Coco?
I don't know, but I don't let people join my lives. Like, if I don't know them. No. So a lot of your female friends, like, y'all can't even get to be friends because they automatically take it as like, you're mine,
yeah,
and you shouldn't be talking to other women or other females, even though you said, like, we just friends. Yes. I don't want no girlfriend.
The new ones, anyway. The ones I've got, like, close with, they understand that to, like, a T. We'll talk about our endeavors, about our interests, our love interests and whatnot to each other, and just to get our feedback on that. But it's always the new ones that just don't
understand.
Get it.
Yeah. But, you know, a lot of women are like that, even in my age range. A man can sit and say, I don't want a relationship. I'm not looking for anything. And a lot of times, women my age, they would try to start proving to a man, like, but I'm a good catch. Look, I can cook, I can clean, I can do this, I can do all these things to try to change his mind. It's just like, but he told you he wasn't looking for nothing. And then they'll get mad at you because you ain't doing, because you doing what you said you was going to do. But I just find it kind of strange that people your age are doing that when it's like, dang, it's grown women my age doing that. So evidently, a lot of people aren't teaching their children, like, how to go about dating. Because what I taught my son is, it's okay to have friends, but be honest with people. And by friends, I mean, like, real friends. You go out and eat, you joke and laugh. It ain't nothing sexual. I'm talking about, like, real deal friends from people of the opposite sex. Like, that is definitely okay. But I'm noticing a lot of girls in his age range, they not okay. Like, they seem very insecure. They seem very, like, overprotective. They not okay with him just having, like, other female friends when he told you, like, I'm not looking for a relationship. You know, I'm going to school, I'm working. You know, I'm just focusing on other things. A lot of these girls not taking heed to that. And I'm just like, I wonder if any parents are actually sitting down and talking to their daughters and sons about dating. Because with my nieces and my daughters and stuff, I kind of tell them, like, just because you hanging out with somebody, that don't mean that, you know, that y'all go together, no matter what it feel like. Until that young man or that man or woman say, we are in an official relationship, keep doing what you're doing. Because a lot of us weren't taught how to date. What's like 2 things you learned from your last relationship?
That you should really, even in a relationship, you should really focus on your happiness, you know? Even if it's hurting that relationship in general, say if you feel like you're not getting enough me time or you're not getting enough distance from that person, you still like them, of course, but sometimes you really do need that break.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get that, you start building resentment towards the other person, which turns the relationship toxic, and you feel like you can't really communicate with that person without there being like a drift between you two, you know?
Yeah.
That ends a lot of relationships quickly too.
One thing I do like about men is, like, a lot of times men will keep doing what they were doing before they got in a relationship. So it's like if they was going to the gym, if they hung out with their friends to play basketball on Wednesday nights, like if they had set things, it's like men, they will continue to do these set things in their relationship, opposed to a woman, when she get in a relationship, she'll drop all her friends, she'll stop going to the gym, she'll stop doing all these things that she will find in like a solitude in, and just become all about this man. And then when this man don't want to do what she did, she mad at him. It's an argument. Why you going with your friends? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? When it was just like, I was doing this before I got with you. But I want you to know, like, don't lose yourself in relationship. I feel like how you going about relationship, it is good. You know, like, don't lose yourself in relationship, because these women, they gonna come and go. You gonna have you forever. So if you going to the gym, keep going to the gym. You know, just don't lose yourself, because when it's over with, you standing looking in the mirror like, damn, who am I? You know what I'm saying? You get so wrapped up in the other person that when they leave, your happiness gone with them too. But people don't really go for that. Hey, Jazz. Oh, she might be gone.
Oh, Pinky is Jazz?
Yeah. Oh. She got like so many TikToks and Instagrams. But I want to know, like, do y'all teach y'all children how to go about dating, and what's the difference between like talking and dating and a relationship? Because as a 36-year-old woman, it's no such thing as talking to me. I feel like that's something children do. When they don't really have the means to go on dates and plan and have a ride here and there, that's something that children do. But you can date me. You can talk to me while we're going to do activities and getting to know each other. Like, talking to me, that's not even a thing. Just talking on the phone, that's not a thing with me.
Even at my age, how I am, I don't think I truly understand what talking is, you know? Because I can meet a person, like, interesting person that I want to get to know, and I'll speak to them, but there shouldn't be an in-between like, friendship and dating. That's what I see talking is, but I feel like you should either pick one or. I can be your friend and decide, hey, I like you so much that I want you to be my girlfriend, or da-da-da-da. But talking now is such an awkward place to be, because you feel like you can't really talk to other females because you're talking to this one person. And if you're just trying to find interest in them and you don't really like them as much as you thought they were, like, as much as you thought you did, you can't really make them your girlfriend either. So it's really weird. I think a lot of females initialize that just to get a hold of somebody. Mm-hmm. And just try to put the most effort into that so they eventually turn it into like a official thing. But I don't know.
It's just too much too soon.
Too much, way too much.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't even know you yet, and you already overprotective like that. Yeah. But a lot of times when girls see their mama doing certain things, a lot of times they pick up on them same habits. So if the mama get attached to people real quickly, nobody really made an official. You really don't have to date them. All you got to do is talk on the phone. Their daughters will go around and pick up the same habits, and that's how they go about dating. Like, a lot of people, especially in our community, they never really sit down and teach their daughters, like, This is dating. This is what it looked like when somebody is interested in you. And this is what it looked like when somebody's just your friend. Because with me, I feel like I talk and I joke and I laugh so much that I feel like, people just like to shoot the shit with me. Until you make it clear, like, Phaedra, I am interested in you. I want to date you. I want to take you on dates and get to know you. I feel like we just cool. I feel like you just want somebody to talk to and laugh. You just try and see if you still got it. Like, if you never have a conversation with me, I never just automatically assume, like, you're mine, don't talk to nobody else and all this stuff, because at the end of the day, I'm me. And if I wanted this to be, I don't care who you talking to, because I can guarantee you the energy and the things that I offer ain't nobody else offering. The conversation that I like to have, the things that interest me, you ain't finding it nowhere. Like, you would be very intrigued by me. So I don't really be feeling no type of way if a guy say, yeah, I'm dating another woman, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You supposed to be dating.
Right.
Because how I know I like you if we ain't actually doing stuff to get to know each other. I feel like on one of the last dates I went on, if I feel like if I didn't go out with that guy, I would have never seen how he was with me in public. Like, people, that whole chilling and movie and Netflix stuff, you don't get to see how they interact with other people. You don't see, just if they open doors, if they chivalrous, if they know to put you on the inside of them, if they know to open up doors, if they know to hold your hand when you going up still. Like, a lot of people miss out on so much because they don't actually take the time to date nobody or wait to see, like, if I actually like you. Because a lot of times, it's kind of like, I really don't like you. It was just new. But now that I sit and hear what you have to say and I analyze, like, how you think and how you move, like, I don't really like you and you kind of annoying. Like, nobody really goes through that.
Yeah. For me, when talking to, like, new females, it takes one or two times for me to see something that I'm like, you might only be a friend, if not less than that, Especially my last situation. Like, that kind of showed me that if you're already this attached to me and you're doing all this pouting and acting so immature, I don't think we're meant to be even more than that. It's real weird.
And a lot of times, too, when people see, like, red flags or the signs in the beginning, they never take the time and be like, hold on, you done did this twice. This is who you are, and I don't like it. A lot of times people just feel like, oh, if I just talk to you, if I keep in touch, if I help change you, oh, you've been through so much, let me save you. When really you ain't gonna do nothing, you end up damaging yourself. Just like the internet is at your hand. You can Google, how can I help myself? How can I become a better person? Like, literally, things would just generate. So it's like, if you could take the time to put in work, to work on yourself, everybody have the same 24 hours. Don't be out here trying to fix these people, because a lot of people sit in their ways and they believe what they know and what they believe is so. But people don't know when to walk away, and then they try to end up being a victim. But it's just like, bro, anytime you could have left, you should have left, like, in the beginning when I seen no red flag. But people don't want to be lonely, I feel like.
I think I came across, like, I'm not sure what it's called, maybe like a simile or a metaphor, but it asked the question, like, if you have a non-working lighter, you dropped in like a toilet or something, and it's not working, would you try your best to try to fix it and get it back to working? Or would you just go ahead and use the lighters you already have that are currently working, And I sat and thought about that. It was like, why even put in the effort to try to, rehabilitate or change your perspective when I have options, whether I want them or not. Why even try to fix that? If you don't want to work anymore, or you don't want to cooperate what I am, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think people get it though. Like, it's okay. Like, the world is not going to end. Like, if we don't work, it's okay. The world is full of people, but a lot of times people don't even like to be by themselves, let alone with somebody. But it's just like, if you can't honestly be by yourself, what the hell make you think that somebody else don't want to be with you? Because a lot of times people take, like, they toxic traits and just make it a personality. Like, they'll say, like, now they take their trauma and make it their personality. They might say stuff like, I'm blunt, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and it's just like, bro, you actually need to go work on yourself and learn how to communicate instead of like adjusting these to your personality. Because I'm blunt and I'm honest, but I'm never going to come off or try to intentionally come off harsh to you, because I can say what I need to say and I can ask what I need to ask without trying to belittle you, without yelling at you.
Very much so. Like, if I'm ever feeling like a certain way and I know I'm not going to be able to say how I want to say as compassionately or nicely, I just always just separate myself and get myself together before I bring myself back into the public eye or the conversation. Because I want to be perceived a certain way, so I act a certain way. It's not necessarily just, putting on a mask, but I'm trying to be my genuine self. I'm trying to put my best foot forward so everybody can see that and see me for who I am. I don't want anybody to kiss me on a bad day and be like, oh, he's mean. He's da-da-da-da. People are going to carry that. People always carry the most negative part of yourself throughout. So I just try to do my best to be my best every day.
Yeah. Even when I find, you know how sometimes people always saying like misery need company? Even if I find myself like unhappy or just like I ain't really trying to deal with nobody right now, I always like try to go and be by myself. Like if I have to talk to you, it ain't like a high spirit to me, but I'm never going to take whatever I got going on at home and like bring it into work or, bring it in the grocery stores or any kind of stores, and just my encounters with people. Because it's like, you never know what people are going through. Sometimes some things you say to people out in the public, just because you having a bad day, they could be the last straw for them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always be telling y'all, be nice to people for no reason, because y'all don't never know what people are going through. But I always just I separate myself. I separate myself a lot. Gotcha. Hey, y'all, we just sitting here having a conversation about what it's like for an 18-year-old trying to make female friends or date in 2023, because a lot of stuff he coming home telling me and a lot of conversation we having, it sounds like a lot of stuff that's going on this app that y'all complain about. Like a lot of them topics that it's the same thing with women my age y'all complain about. So I'm just wondering, like, is anybody taking the time to teach their daughters and their sons like how to carry themselves in dating? And what's the difference between somebody that just want to be your friend, somebody that's dating you? Like, it shouldn't all just come in one boiling pot. It shouldn't.
I guess now, after my last situation, I kind of want to take a break from fishing, in a sense. Try to put myself out there and just put my portfolio into the faces of the people I find interesting, I think I'm just going to take a break and truly get what I need to get done, and just be the person I want to be. Just work on that.
A lot of times when you with people, they kind of hinder you from being yourself. Like, even say you're like this really friendly guy, like you make friends everywhere you go, people are just drawn to you. But then when you get with people, and even though this drew me to you, why you doing that? Why you acting like this? Why? Like, people will not let you be your genuine self when it's just like, this attracted me to you. Like, I can't smile at people just because I'm happy.
A phrase that when I got into high school and started actually talking to people is the phrase friendly. I never understood that. Why is it bad to be friendly, to speak to people, to laugh with people? I'm looking like, oh, you friendly? Like, what does that mean?
Sometimes I feel like that's just people's insecurities, because it's a difference in flirting and then being friendly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like people aren't taught how to be with people, because I can be nice to you. I can speak to you. I don't have to be an asshole to you just because I have a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can speak to you and I can easily say, oh, no, I'm not interested. I have someone. And if you keep on, then I would just distance myself from you. But I don't know. It's always up to the person in your relationship to respect way more than what you got going on in outside people. Yeah. But I don't know. But I had taught my son that take the time to work on yourself, because certain type of men attract certain type of women. And if you keep entertaining like these low vibrational women, you probably ain't got too much going on for yourself. But you can't never waste time when you're actually investing in yourself. These women gonna be around for a long time. Take time to get yourself together. I promise you they ain't going nowhere.
And the more you elevate yourself, the better woman you'll get.
Yep, a better quality woman, yes. But people don't. Me and Shonda was talking one day, or one of us was talking one day, and I said, a lot of times people don't take the time to do the work on themselves, so they never really get to see like what your full potential. So if you down here, instead of like working on yourself to elevate, you gonna keep dating people that's at your lowest self because you ain't put the work in to do any kind of self-love, self-worth, self-reflection to elevate yourself. But I don't believe the whole saying, or you are who you attract, you are who you entertain. Because I attract a lot of broken people, but I know why I attract a lot of broken people. I'm really good at talking. I'm really good at inspiring. I'm always smiling. I'm funny. I'm charismatic. Like, I know why I attract the people that I attract. But if I didn't know who I was and I wasn't so self-aware, I would be out here entertaining any and everything. I would have any and everybody around y'all. But I know better than that. But people don't really take the time to kind of work on themselves so they can meet who they should have. It's so many people in relationships that's not equally yoked. Like, or people saying, we grew apart. Or one of y'all just stopped growing. Anything that ain't growing is dead. If you ever decide that you ain't going to continue to work on yourself, no matter if you're 30, 40, 50, or 60, when you decide to start working on to better who you are, what's around you, anything broken is dead. And who want to deal with that, you know?
I think that's why now I want to be able to have more in-depth conversations with people. Because back like a year ago, I felt like I was the most philosophical person in the world just because I was just so into myself. And I used, poetry and whatnot. I was really interested in just English. So I think even now, with that in mind, I want to get better at that. Mm-hmm. If not for the conversation with other people, for myself. Because I want to discover more of how I think, or be able to have more intellectual conversations. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
All I think a lot of times, if people was to take the time and actually talk to people and ask them like benefiting questions to see like how you think, a lot of things would stop at conversation. Like, instead of asking, what's your favorite color? Mm-hmm. What you like to do for fun? What position you like? What's your favorite position in sex? Start asking people real questions. Was your mama married to your daddy? What's your relationship like with your mama? What's your relationship like with your daddy? What do you do in your free time? What's the last book you read? How do you feel about this? Everything don't have to be so deep. But if you ever want to know how people think, be quiet and listen, because people always tell on themselves. Because you might meet somebody and he might say, well, my daddy wasn't around. I really don't care about marriage. But if you know you are a person that wants to be married, that conversation should start right there instead of you like, I'm going to go prove to him that I'm a person he should marry. No. If I ain't learned nothing else, I've learned. When people tell you who they are, believe that. When people show you who they are, believe it. And don't let it take you 2 or 3 times before you start believing it. Because there's certain things you can say around me and you might laugh it off. But in my mind, I'm like, that ain't funny. Because what's going on in your in the back of your mind, like, what's the word? Yeah, what's going on in your subconscious mind that make you even joke like that? So even if you come at me like you want to fight me or you want to wrestle, there's a million things we can do in the world. Why is that on your subconscious to play with me like that? Mm-hmm. Stuff like that ain't funny to me. You know what I'm saying? When I done seen all that I seen growing up. So it's certain stuff that you can do or say around me and I'm just like, yeah, I ain't hanging around this motherfucker no more. But people don't know when to walk away. Or, stop trying to fix people.
Yeah. What else?
Do you think being honest with these females has gotten you anywhere? Or it's pretty much like, I might as well just be a liar?
Well, being honest, I'm not going to use my example, but it's one of my coworkers really revealed to me that, like, you'll get more out of females than just telling the truth. Just for if you tell the truth, they can agree or disagree with it. But as long as you keep your conscience clear by telling the truth, and they agree with it, you'll win. No matter if they agree with you or not, you'll win. So I don't think it's okay to lie or send mixed signals, because that only complicates things in the end. But I can't really say that I've lied to anybody and have like a good example as to why that's a bad thing. But you probably shouldn't lie to people anyway. But I do feel like telling the truth nowadays, especially people my age, will get you a long way.
Telling the truth with people my age will get you a long way. But it's just like, you are correct. I always give people the choice if they want to deal with this or not. Because it's one thing. Because men would be amazed at the things women would go for if they were just honest. If you would give me the choice to know, like, what am I stepping into instead of just lying to me. Because one thing I can't stand is a liar. You never know what they gonna do. Because thieves, you know they gonna steal. Killers gonna kill. But with a liar, you never know what they will do. But always give people the choice. That's a big thing. I think people just so many people are so afraid of, like, you not wanting what I want, so let me lie to you. Let me manipulate you a little bit. Let me not tell you the whole truth. Because they know, like, they always think, it might not go in my favor with. You would be surprised at the things people would go for if you gave them the option. Even just that little part, that's a big deal, because so many people don't do it. Like, people be like, damn, you kind of stand out from other people, because a lot of people, they gonna lie to you and lie to you and lie to you and lie to you. And you can stand in my face and I can see this, and you still standing here lying to me. Who want to deal with that? Who would want to deal with that? But anyway, I just wanted to have a conversation with y'all about the conversations, just show y'all a little glimpse of the conversation that me and my son have, and I have these kind of conversations with, like, my daughter as well. If you missed any part of this live, I don't think I'm gonna keep the lives here, but I am gonna post them on my YouTube video, Chit Chat, my YouTube channel at Chit Chat Faye Boogie. The link is in my bio, or you can just go to YouTube and type it in, Chit Chat with Faye Boogie. I'm probably gonna end up changing the name because I've been working on it. But hopefully every week I'm just gonna sit down and have conversations about, like, things I talk to my children about, things I sit and talk to my friends about, because nobody is really doing a lot of that. Like, I hear a whole bunch of relationship things telling you how you should be to each other, but who want to keep hearing that? So anyway, go follow my TikTok, because I need like 100,000 or 10,000. But also go subscribe to my YouTube page. Until next time, bye-bye.